Alright, so I just wanted to show you a few of these methods to enhance communication with your students. So here's my homepage for my Spanish 111 online course. As you can see, it's really important for me that they go to announcement every day first things. This is where I want them to see me, to hear me, to get them pumped up for the week, or to add extra explanations to instructions that might be a little bit confusing. So one example of putting yourself in the announcements instead of just writing them is using the video recorder that is embedded in Canvas. It works really well. I've been really pleased with it. Here's just an example.
Hi everybody, welcome to your Spanish 111 online class.
So that gives you a sense of that type of announcement. Another way that you can put an announcement in is to do a video using the Camtasia software where you are explaining things a little bit more for the students. I did this for our final week of class because I knew there'd be a lot of questions and I didn't want them navigating all over the Canvas site confused. So I actually videoed myself going through the Canvas site here, and again, I'll just kind of jump into the middle here. You can kind of hear me talking about what the oral is going to be like, where the instructions are, explaining the instructions a little bit more thoroughly so that they're not feeling a little bit overwhelmed and sending me 15 emails. So that's a second way that you can also, put your face in there, put yourself in there, express your personality, and hopefully soothe them, especially during the finals week. Another method I wanted to show you is how to give feedback using audio, which is certainly helpful to students who want to get a bit more feedback on perhaps how they can improve. One of the types of journals I give are online journals so that they can not only respond to a question in a journal, but I can hear them and see them. So let me go here to my student. And after listening to him,
A mí me gusta mucho comer. Por el desayuno me gustan los huevos esbeltos con pan tostado.
After that, I will grade him, and I want to leave him a media comment, starting with the positive.
Hola Chris, tu pronunciación es excelente. Eres
And
como
then, of course,
un
after that, I want to give him some
nativo
feedback
español.
that will be helpful.
I'm sure your Italian has helped you a lot in that, so you sound just excellent with your pronunciation. I do have a couple things to point out.
So after leaving him that feedback, many times students will respond here and say, gracias, profesora. And again, it gives you a sense that you're leaving feedback that they're actually going to apply to their next journal. Here's an example of using Canvas video to get to know your students better, and you will be impressed with the information they give you, even information that's not related to class. They feel much more comfortable on this platform.
Totally different way of anything. One interesting thing about me is that in addition to languages, one of my other interests is building things. Last summer I built this boombox. That was fun.
So you get to know much more about your students this way. Typically the student would not have shared this information in a class of 30 people. I can then respond to him here in the comment area. It's more personalized, and just a great tool to start getting to know the students a little bit more socially. All right, going back to the last use that you can use here on Canvas is the chat room. Now, for the chat room to be effective, you have to let your students know what night you're going to be there, exactly at what time. When you come to the chat room, you can write a quick message so that they know you're there. Typically, this was very helpful evenings before tests or when an assignment is due, when some students just need to know you're there for half an hour or so they can ask you a quick question.